And I had 30 days to raise capital or we were going to close up this company. And that is exactly what was the plan was you have 30 days to try to go and find additional capital for this company, or we're going to help you close it down.
Okay, let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. All right. Were there VC firms in already at that point?
There was.
Okay.
The lead investor at that time was G Ventures. Yeah.
But they were not willing to write any more checks. They're like, we're not writing any more checks.
Right. Their fund was closed or like deployed.
I gotcha.
Right.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're calling you saying, hey, you find somebody else to put in cash or send out your resume. It's over.
Right. And they were a little kinder than that. It was the board at the time said, we'll give you 30 days. If not, we'll help you close up this organization appropriately and take care of the customers and the clients, right? Like all of the positive things.
Okay. I'm joking around a little bit, but still you had to have moments there where you're at home and you're like, okay, shit, this may not work out here.
No, I mean, the first 30 days, I didn't change my LinkedIn. I barely told my family. My kids didn't know until
really?
Nearing the 30 days because I had this fear that I wasn't going to be able to do it. I didn't have a Rolodex of investors. I don't come from an elite family. I didn't go to Stanford or Harvard or MIT or, I'm not from the Valley. And in the Midwest, there's not that type of regular, family office type of environment where you can just call a friend and they're going to give you some money. And so I had a lot of fear of failure and wondering if I was capable of doing this, also feeling like I didn't want to let those two board members down who believed in me and that investor. I also knew someone in Kansas City who had invested in Benefitbay. I felt some strong, like I need to do this right thing by these people I know that are invested in this company. And it wouldn't matter if I knew them or not. It felt like, you had a team depending on you. This is going to look really bad. I've only been here a year and I've got to find a new job. Like all of the things that go through your mind. How am I going to tell everyone I went to be a senior HRBP and then I came in here and I've only been here a year and it died. So all of those thoughts get to you. I reached out to everyone I'd ever worked with or ever worked for and said, look, I'm trying to raise capital. Do you know anyone? I believe in this company. Can you refer me? And a lot of people were willing to refer me. I met a wonderful lady, Luann Abrams, who was married to an investor who was in here for a small amount, and they're Oregon VCs in here. And so she said, write up something great about the company, share your pitch, come talk to me about it, pitch it to me a few times, and then I'll go out to my network of people who want to invest in female founders in the Midwest, all of the above. That intro is what ended up landing me with an intro who made an intro to someone else. So that person said no, but she made an intro to someone else. And the Comeback Capital is who gave me the $1 million term sheet on May 26th of what was the 26th day of 30 days to raise a round of capital in my first 30 days as a CEO. And so that $1 million round actually equated to $650,000 in cash. I'd already taken notes that were convertible from investors to help me survive to that point, because we really had hit a rail when they asked Zach to step aside. So that $650,000 cash needed to last us from May of 22 to our next open enrollment window. No open enrollments in January or new enrollment periods in January of every year. We had to cut our team down to 14 humans. We cut sales and marketing. We had to make some tough decisions. We had to go without compensation. It is no small miracle that we did what we did and we didn't lose any team members who we actually kept, right? I did raise another $500,000 from Invest Nebraska and Nebraska Angels. That was quite hard because you get the commitment from Invest Nebraska for $250,000 and you have to go convince $250,000 worth of angels to invest in you. So those may be $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 checks. So up and down the highway to Omaha pitching and, in different areas, Ashland, Nebraska, and going to various areas to find humans who will give you their hard-earned money to match Invest Nebraska from the Angels Network. Was able to secure Nelnet, closed up that $100,000 that was left in that round. So by some miracle, I raised another $500,000. We have that to live on as an organization while we're building. And we take the company from $333,000 in January 22 to $1.7 million in January 23. So we prove look, we're a gritty team. We've survived on no money. We've built this company times, almost 4x here, and we've improved the margins. Like, this is a real company you should bet on. We raised $2.5 million. First time we have runway past 6 months since I was CEO. I've never felt so good. Like, $2.5 million with most of my competitors have raised 12 million for their first round.
Yeah.
I've been surviving on $1 million over here. So I like to call myself the underdog story for sure. Our founding team is the underdog story. We've had 5 engineers while others have had 33 engineers, right? And it's just, it's insurmountable sometimes when you put it on paper, but happy to say we're over 4 million now. So in that,
you did 4 million in 2023?
And so, yeah, for January 2024, we were at 4 million. Yeah. So we took 1.4 to 4.
Revenue.
So we've always,
I see.
in revenue. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
In revenue. So this organization has passed its, like, we'll call it your hair on the cap table, or that thing that was meant to kill us or run us into the wall. And it wasn't, I don't like to diminish it that it wasn't hard, because it was really, really hard. But days today are still just as hard, because you're tackling even bigger problems. And so we went from 14 humans. Well, first of all, we went from 33 humans when Zach was CEO down to 14. We survived on 14 humans for a year. We went from 14 to 20, and now we're at 26. So it is amazing. We're still not back up to that, idea of this come out of the gate with all of these humans and build this giant thing with all this extra capital. We now have to run a really gritty, efficient organization, and we have to compete with people who have, we took a group from the largest competitor in this space. They've been funded $46 million to our 5.3 at that point. And we took their largest customer in the month of June. So we continue to win out there, but the technology is what's winning. Our vice president of engineering, Bill Dudley, who's from Omaha, Nebraska, and that co-founding team member, his brilliance on the development and product side is what is continuing to help us lead. I would say my grit and never give up out there on the front end of the sales and as the face of the company helps us for sure. And then we have our other co-founding team member, Kevin Nichols, who's the vice president of customer success, who is like our QA warrior, our product input plus customer advocate plus sales enablement, right? And so you just have 3 humans here. Well, I'll say Kevin's from California, but he was originally born in the Midwest. So I like to say we have Midwest values that allow us to build with that path to profitability, building a real business vision, rather than, where's the next $20 million check coming from and how do we get there? So that's what's helped us be successful. And I really just think because we have zero ego. We do every task there is to do here. I jump in, I do tickets, I do whatever our customers need. They have my cell phone. And I know that won't be sustainable forever, but that's how you build and get people to trust you when you're going through hard things. And we have some of the biggest agencies out there, and they've done business with us through that hair, right? Because they believed in this team.